Are you considering moving to North Ogden, Utah, or maybe just the state of Utah? There are many reasons why you might choose this area of the state. Maybe you got a new job offer. Maybe you just retired and it's always been your dream to live in North Ogden, Utah. Or maybe it's just your dream to live in Utah and you're out there searching the internet trying to find out what are the pros and cons of North Ogden. Well, on this video, I've made a list of my personal pros and cons of North Ogden. Basically, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've got 5 pros for you, but I also have 5 cons. It was a little difficult coming up with the 5 cons, but I managed to get it. And we're getting after it right now. And I'm Mike Gallagher. Welcome to the Living in Utah channel, where we talk about everything about the state of Utah, eating, sleeping, drinking, playing, whatever there is. You may consider tapping that subscribe button down below because I do produce a weekly video about the state of Utah. I also hold a live question and answer session right here on YouTube. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Utah, and we've been helping people from all over the world, and we absolutely love it. So if we can be of any assistance with a home purchase in the state of Utah, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. We got your back with Utah Real Estate. Pro number 1 has to be outdoor recreation. It's probably my top pro about North Ogden. You're literally right up against the mountain when you're living in North Ogden. So you have hiking and biking trails right outside your door. Even if you live a little bit away from the mountain, you're just a couple-minute drive right to the trails. And if that's not enough, there's a road in North Ogden called Canyon Road. It's a road that goes through the canyon over to the cities of Eden, Huntsville, and Liberty, where you have more outdoor recreation. Hiking, biking, camping, hunting, golfing, fishing, you name it, it's all in those areas. You also have easy access to 2 ski resorts from the Canyon Road, Nordic Valley and Powder Mountain. So on a side note about the Canyon Road, I think during the winter months it's a little bit dangerous when it snows or is ice pack. If you slide off the road, you can roll down the canyon. I personally do not drive that road when it is snowing or in icy conditions. It makes me a little bit nervous. I do see people on the road all the time. It does not bother them. But for me, I get a little nervous about it. Also in North Ogden, you will find 13 parks. Some of my favorite include a skate park. If you've got some kids in that age group, it's a beautiful skate park. It's also got basketball courts and tennis courts. Another favorite of mine is the dog park, and this park is leash free, so bring your animals. One of my other favorite places to go is the Wadman Park. They have a beautiful pavilion. It has electricity. They've got tables. They've got a beautiful playground. They've got a beautiful walking path, and they have a sleigh riding area. So during the winter months, whether you've got young kids or teenagers, I think they'll have a great time right there. Con number 1, I'm going to call this one amenities. Let's say you're looking for a gym. You will find a larger selection in some of the neighboring cities like Ogden. Restaurants, same goes with the restaurants. Not many to be found in North Ogden at the current moment. You'll find a larger selection in the Ogden area, South Ogden, Riverdale area, so you'll have to commute a little bit. Now, there are some fast food chains around the commercial district and also on 2700 North as you get out towards the freeway. Dentist office, doctor's offices. There are some in North Ogden. There is a larger selection, though, in the Ogden metro area, especially if you're looking for some specialty care. If you're a shopper of Sam's Club, Costco, not happening in North Ogden. Once again, you will have to travel to South Ogden and Riverdale for those amenities. Now, the good news is the Costco and Sam's Club is only about a 5 to 6 mile drive away. Grocery stores. You have 2 fine ones in North Ogden. You have a Smith's and a Lee's grocery store. But if you were looking for like maybe a Whole Foods store or a Target or a Walmart, you would have to go to another city. Movie theaters. Once again, there is a larger selection in the Ogden area. North Ogden at the current moment is just a little bit more limited on some amenities that you might be looking for. Pro number 2, I'm going to call this one small town feeling. Yes, living in this city, you get that small town feeling vibe, but at the same time, you're located right next to a large town of Ogden, Utah. So if you need to do some major grocery shopping, like at a Sam's Club, Costco, purchase a vehicle, you need major medical care at a larger hospital, you are just about a 5 to 6 mile drive away. But during your everyday, weekly life, you get to live in that small town feeling of North Ogden. It also comes with another benefit, and this is very high on my list: violent crime. So the national average is about 4 in 1,000 residents could potentially be involved in a violent crime. In North Ogden, that number is 0.83 per 1,000 residents, about 25% lower than the national average. I'll take that any day of the week. Now, just driving around the neighborhoods of North Ogden, you get that small town feeling. You've got the parks, the mountains right next to you. You get that community feeling everywhere you go. Another big advantage I like about North Ogden is you do not have like a big manufacturing area where they are producing products or goods right next to like a residential area. In North Ogden, it's predominantly residential homes, and then you have the commercial district where most of your businesses are located. Con number 2, this one I'm going to call access to the freeway. So when you live in this city, you're approximately 3 to 6 miles away from I-15, which is the major interstate that runs through Utah north to south. From North Ogden, it's really not a straight shot. Sometimes you have to navigate different city streets and also traffic lights to get to 2700 North. Now, 2700 North exit is probably the main exit that will take you to the North Ogden area from I-15. And in my opinion, that exit is just a total disaster. It needs torn down, rebuilt, restored. Something needs done. During the evening hours and early mornings, it backs up, especially in the evening. If you are heading north on I-15 and you attempt to take the 2700 North exit to get home, the traffic will back all the way up the freeway ramp and sometimes down the emergency lane of I-15. There aren't many solutions. You can go to the next exit and then backtrack, but the next exit is about 2 to 3 miles north, and then you're traveling 2 to 3 miles south just to get back to your original destination. So waiting in line or going to the next exit, I don't know if you're going to save any time. Now, if you do need to travel north or south on the freeway, just be prepared. It may take a few extra minutes to get to the freeway and get on and off of the freeway exit. If you are traveling to, say, Salt Lake City or maybe Hill Air Force Base, the other option you have is Highway 89. It's not much of a better solution. When you take Highway 89 through the Ogden area, there are multiple traffic lights. So you can be stuck on a red light for 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know if it's any quicker than taking the freeway. Pro number 3, I'm going to call this one jobs. The whole area has attracted many companies over the last 10 to 20 years. I've seen some significant growth. Ogden itself is attracting outdoor recreational companies, trying to create a little bit of a niche around the country. We have the Business Depot Ogden, or BDO for short. This is an area of land that used to belong to the Army, has been turned over to the city. We have approximately 75 to maybe 100 companies located out there right now. Small, medium, large companies. Some you may not have heard of, some that are household names. There is more room to grow for more companies in the BDO. The IRS has many locations throughout Weber County. Autoliv, the company that makes airbags, the airbags that go in your car, has a large manufacturing plant here in the area. There are many tech companies now calling this area home. The area down in Utah County that we refer to as Silicon Slopes, the commercial property down there, is getting a little bit on the pricey side. So some of your smaller tech companies are looking for other areas, and some are choosing Ogden, Utah as their new home. Hill Air Force Base just down the road. If you're looking for a civilian job with the military, they employ thousands of people. We have some of the largest defense contractors in the area also. Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, BAE Systems, L3 Communications, and many, many more that are helping Hill Air Force Base support its mission. Con number 3, this one I'm going to label traffic. Mostly traffic in the center of town. The way the business section in the center of the town where all the shopping is located was designed or developed, It's a little bit of a congestion around 2550 North, 2600 North area. There's a couple traffic lights, a lot of people coming and going, trying to get different destination. It seems to get a little bit backed up from time to time. Now, it's nothing like traffic in LA or Chicago or Atlanta. It's very, very minor compared to those cities. But if you are trying to travel somewhere out of your home in North Ogden, you may have to go through this area, and it can be a little bit frustrating different times of the day. Pro number 4. I'm going to label this one affordable entertainment. Wherever you go in Weber County, I think that the entertainment is very affordable. Maybe you are a hiker or mountain biker. There are many trails in Ogden, South Ogden, North Ogden, and every trail that I'm aware of is absolutely free. Maybe you're a sports fan. We have the local Ogden Raptors baseball team where you'll find tickets for the $10 to $15 price range. You also can find deals throughout the city from various businesses that offer some discounted tickets to the baseball. Maybe you enjoy college football and college basketball. We have the local Weber State University. Once again, you can buy tickets in that $10 to $15 range, and you can find specials throughout town. Season tickets are a great deal. Also, I personally am a member of America First Credit Union, and in the past they have run some promotions that if you are a credit union member, you can get 2 to 4 tickets to the football or basketball for free. Great deal. You can't beat that deal. Maybe you're a golfer. I feel that the golf rates in Utah are very reasonably priced. I've golfed at many locations outside of Utah, and the rates are always higher. Maybe you're a skier or a snowboarder. I got some great deals for you. Actually, if you're looking for a season pass to one of the ski resorts, the best time to buy the pass is right when the season ends. But I've got some other great deals for you. There is a nighttime skiing season pass at Powder Mountain for $220. $220. Maybe you work at Hill Air Force Base and you get off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You could go do some night skiing every afternoon. I believe that the night skiing starts at around 3 or 4 p.m. onwards. You have to double check on that. I've got an even better deal for you if you are a skier. If you are middle-aged, over the age of 75, you can get a season pass at Nordic Valley, absolutely free. Free season pass if you're over 75. I've got a friend that's 92 years old. He still water skis and snow skis. He's always telling me, Mike, you got to reach the age of 75 so we can go skiing for free. Got a few more years to go before I catch up to him, though. Con number 4, I'm going to label this one the growth in North Ogden. Honestly, the locals would love to keep the small town feeling and keep everything the same. But unfortunately, like a lot of cities throughout the United States, with growth, there is more home development. And the locals are seeing that available land in the area has been turned into homes and townhomes. I personally can remember the George Hall Fruit Tree Farm, just a beautiful farm. As far as you could see, you would see these fruit trees just lined up. Very beautiful. Now it is filled with homes lined all the way down the road. I guess it's a good thing if you are moving here because with more building in North Ogden, you have a greater chance of finding a home in this particular area. But the locals would like to keep it the same. With this growth, I think you're going to get more congestion around the downtown area, the 2600 North area, probably some more issues around that area when you try to go shopping. I also wonder about the freeway exit on 2700 North. Will it back up even more in 5 and 10 years with the growth that is happening in North Ogden? We'll have to wait and see. But con number 4 in my book would be the growth in North Ogden. Pro number 5, I'm going to label this one Scenic Views from North Ogden. If you are on the benches of North Ogden and you are looking out during the evening or nighttime, some beautiful views to the north and to the south. Just gorgeous. Regardless of where you're at in North Ogden during the daytime, you do get some spectacular views of the mountain all around you. Whether you're shopping, you're in your home, you're at the gym, you have the mountains right behind you. A couple times a year that I really enjoy would be when the snow level starts to come down the mountain as the days and weeks go by and it seems to drop lower and lower and you can see that snow coming down the mountain. Also in the springtime when that snow melts and you get that beautiful green landscaping. It's a great opportunity to take some wonderful pictures. So bring your cameras. Con number 5. I'm going to label this one snow level. North Ogden is elevated a little bit higher than some of the surrounding cities, especially cities west of the freeway, west of I-15, which results in more snow accumulation when we do get a snowfall. For example, say you take the cities that are west of I-15, West Haven, Pleasant View, Roy, Clearfield, any of those cities. If they receive 1 or 2 inches of snow in a snowfall, it is not uncommon for residents of North Ogden to receive 3, 4, 5 inches of snow at one particular time. I would recommend, if you do move to the North Ogden area, to maybe buy a medium size or a large size snowblower. So in conclusion, that's my pros and cons of North Ogden, Utah. If you have any pros and cons with this particular city, please put it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you have any kind of questions, by all means, reach out to me. Glad to answer anything that I can. Until the next video, take care and stay safe.